Hello networkers, and welcome back to another episode of Ask the Network Engineer, where I will answer one of your questions. And this question comes from the man 7454, and it's a long one, but it's a really good one. So let me give you a quick summary of what this is really about. So this particular person has been in the IT field for a very long time, and he loves networking, and he won't stop doing it. He's getting certified, he's getting his CCNA, and even he got his CCNP in routing and switching. So he loves this field. He's doing everything that's necessary to become a network engineer. He's getting phone calls. He's submitting his resume, and he's getting phone calls, doing phone interviews. And he does the phone interview with the company, but that's where it ends. So he really thinks that maybe they're not going to hire him or do anything further of a in-person interview because maybe he's from Africa. This is a really good question. I really thought about this for a while, and I do have some opinions about that and some recommendations for what to do next. If you are in a similar position that the man is in, that you've been in IT for a long time, you have the certifications, you're submitting the resumes, you're getting phone interviews, but it stops right there. What do? What is the problem? Is it me? Is it something else? Is it because I have an accent? What is it? So let me talk more about that now. On our channel, I did like a 6-part series about applying for jobs, and I kind of list out basically the process that's involved, about how to search for jobs. And I talk about submitting your resume and how your resume should be structured. Then I talked about the phone interview process, which usually happens because they like your resume. They like what they see. So they give you a call to see if this is a good match, ask you a couple of technical questions and things like that. Then if they really like you from the phone conversation, then they will bring you in for the in-person interview where you're being hired or being interviewed by the management team and by engineers. So you're being asked technical questions and personality type questions and that sort of thing. And then from there, they will determine if you are a good fit for the company. So that particular video series, as I talked about, was me really spending the time of talking and reaching out to all of my old colleagues who are sales engineers, network engineers, who work in ISP environments, nonprofit organizations, even business owners, help desk managers. I talked to a lot of people and I asked them questions about what are you looking for with people when you are trying to hire someone, and from that, what works and what doesn't work. So I definitely recommend for you to definitely watch that series if you haven't done so already, because that will give you feedback in terms of what they're looking at and what are their challenges. So for you, your particular challenge is that you're searching for jobs, which is fantastic because you're finding the jobs and you have a good resume. I'm guessing though, because you're getting phone calls. Companies don't do phone calls if they don't like what they see for a resume. So you're doing great with that. So the challenge could be is that when the phone interview process happens, something is going on there. And that's really where I want you to watch that particular video segment of the phone interview of basically me talking about some of those challenges. And one of the biggest challenges with a phone interview, or why a person doesn't kind of move on to the in-person interview, is with communication. Communication is extremely important. The technical is also very important. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to configure a router, switch, a firewall, different policies. That comes with the job. So that's really important. But the personality, the communication is also very critical. Because remember, you will be communicating with the business teams, the management team, the users, and potentially with customers. And for a company who is going to hire you, they're thinking in their head, do I see this person being in front of customers and trying to explain an issue or a project that we're working on? They're thinking about those type of things. Can I see this person in front of a customer to make them happy, and to communicate clearly about what needs to be done. I've seen that many, many times, and has been challenges that management gets confused, they get angry about it because there are engineers that can't clearly communicate an issue or what they're trying to do. So it could be communication related, okay? It could be. It could be with a lot of different other factors involved. But there is also something else that you should do and to keep in mind. This is something that I usually tell people to definitely do, and here it is. When you do an interview, okay, you may not get a call back, okay? Some companies do this though. If they found another candidate, then they would tell you by email, okay? Most people, they don't want to call and tell you bad news. They feel uncomfortable about that. So usually they may send an email telling you, thank you for your interest in our company and in this position, but we found a better candidate that fits what we're looking for, okay? Here's what I usually tell people, and this is what you should definitely do as well, okay? So if you do not get a call back or an email, or even if you do, you want to try to get feedback. Ask them, say, thank you very much for the opportunity, for giving me a call. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I am interested in your company, and hopefully in the future, I can be considered for another position because I like what your company is doing. I would like to get some feedback on how the interview went. Like, what did I do wrong? What could I improve on? What were you looking for? Be very humble with your particular questions. And when you do that, when you come off very humble and say, thank you for at least considering me, then the person, the hiring manager would be thinking like, wow, this is a cool guy. This is a cool person. That they are really taking their career seriously and that they are basically thick-skinned. That means you're not sensitive of particular criticism. So doing that is really, really a benefit because you can get information about why you were not considered. Maybe it was communication. Maybe it was something about what you said about your technical jobs or about your personality. It will give you good details about what you can kind of keep in mind and what to improve on. Okay? And I have a great example for this. And this is a personal example because this is with my own wife. So she applied for a government job a long, long time ago. It was a great opportunity. So she went ahead, she did the interview with a few people, and a week or two went by. No call back, no email. So she went ahead and responded and said, I'm calling to get, trying to get information if I'm being hired or not hired, or if you found a different candidate. So they said that, yes, we found another candidate. Thank you for your interest in our company, that sort of thing. So I told her, what about you ask feedback to get an understanding of what they're looking for and what you could do for the next time? So she said, okay, I'll do it. So she asked them for feedback, and they told her that you weren't passionate about the technology. Okay. So that really gave her a very clear understanding about that when she goes into a technical interview. Now she's a help desk manager, so she doesn't really care about that too much. But it was a very good thing that she realized because she really wasn't passionate about technology. She was more passionate about customer service and helping customers. That's what she was more passionate about. So it really gave her a very good insight that if she is applying for a technical job, that you got to be very, very passionate about the technology and you advancing in your career as a network engineer. But the point is that feedback gives you everything that you need to figure out what you need to do next. And we are finished with this episode of Ask the Network Engineer. So the man, thank you very much for the great question. I hope that helps. And once again, I would recommend to reach out and get feedback to figure out what is going on and what you can do for moving ahead to get the in-person interview and then eventually hired. I also want to thank you guys because over the past month, I received a lot of great feedback, a lot of great comments, a lot of support for what we do. And for me personally, it means a lot. You guys are awesome. That's the best word I can say. it really means a lot. So once again, thank you for the support, and I will continue to give you more information and advice because, again, this is what I love. I love networking. So, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. But I want to hear from you guys. So keep those questions coming though. So post your questions below in the comments about anything in the networking field or being a network engineer, and your question will eventually come up in a future episode on this channel. I try to do it every week. Sometimes I get busy with projects or personal projects with me and my children. But every weekend on my personal time, I like to do these videos for you guys and post it up on our YouTube channel. That's really how I want to contribute. So once again, keep the questions coming and post them below about being a network engineer or anything in the networking field. So thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. That means a lot. And also check out our training site, routhub.net. We have a lot of training packages that we are releasing very soon. One of them is the Riverbed Steelhead Appliance for WAN optimization. We're very excited about that. It's one of the most requested and asked training products, and is coming very, very soon. So definitely check that out. But again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.